What's up, everybody? Thanks for watching today. Izzy wants to say hi real quick. Come here, little girl.
Hey, how are you? Look at that, everybody.
Hey guys, how are you doing? So, just making a little bit of an update today. As I haven't posted a video in a while, been slacking on the videos. So today, what I want to talk about is my current Suboxone dose and my plan going forward. So first things first, my dose. Currently, I am stable on 2 milligrams. I kind of went off course just a little bit, and I know my last video was probably a month ago, and at that point I was doing really good, sitting at 1.5 milligrams, or I got down to 1.5 milligrams, but that didn't last very long. I was struggling a little bit and went to 2, then just a little bit over 2, like 2.5. So yeah, I've kind of not really been 100% stable as much as I would like to be, but I'm still doing great with my no relapsing issues. Don't think about it still, don't care about that stuff. So I'm to the point now where it's just like, I just need to finish up this chapter of my life and close up my tab and just kind of move on with everything altogether. So as you guys know, I have quit, I don't even know how many times in the past. I would say I quit one time successfully, but it was short-lived, to be honest with you. It was with the help of Kratom. And this time around, I need to just muscle through it and not use Kratom as a backup, because I just felt like that kind of threw things off, and I really wasn't sure, exactly how sober, because nobody really knows, the truth about Kratom, and if it's even any better than Suboxone. It could be worse somehow. We just don't know, especially where it's unregulated and we don't really know exactly what is in it. I mean, there's just so many unknowns with Kratom that a big part of me felt like, I wasn't fully sober because I was taking Kratom, to using that, to help me with my Suboxone withdrawal. Now, yeah, I wasn't using it all day, every day, but I was using it, and it did make psychological changes when I would take it, as temporary as they may have been. So I'm getting ready to go down to 1.5 milligrams again, as I'm now comfortable with 2 milligrams. And yeah, things are just going really good. I've been really busy with business. That's another reason why I haven't posted anything in a while. Plus, I haven't really had any updates other than me going up a little bit in my dose since my last Suboxone video. Again, I was briefly down to 1.5 milligrams. So I will be excited to get down to 1.5 milligrams. I'm planning on doing that tomorrow. I feel like I'm ready for that dose, and I just don't want to rush it. I need to make sure that I stay as steady as possible. Sometimes I feel like in my past history with it, I'm sure you guys can relate, but sometimes it's just like you want to take a little bit more, to kind of, I don't know, it just kind of helps you. You think that it helps you through situations for some reason. It's just a crutch, as false as it may be. It's a crutch that we're used to having, and it's an action that we're used to having. So I don't really know what I'm trying to say here. Go Hawks. Anyways, okay, so my plan, date of quitting this time around is going to be, surprise again, January 1st. So New Year's Eve, whatever you want to call it. December 31st, same date as last year. So another year goes by and we are still on Suboxone. Holy moly, man. I don't remember who it was that said in my comments, but they said something like, just get right off it real quick, man. Because before you know it, another year is going to go by. And that's exactly what happened, guys. I just can't believe how fast time goes and has went. And here we go, just another year in the record books for me being on Suboxone most of the year, you know? So it's just like, at this point, I know that I'm ready to put this chapter of my life behind me. At least I know that I want to. And I don't make these videos to brag about, oh, look, I can do this or I can do that. I really just do it, and I just want you guys to see the mind effery that this lifestyle puts you through, because it does, you know? I mean, I've been trying to get off this substance for years, and one way or another, it's just taken so long to taper down. And then I got back on, and then I went back up to 8 milligrams, and then I had to re-taper down again. And now I'm living on my own, and I'm in control of my own meds this time. So it's kind of funny because this is getting down to 2 milligrams is where I was able to get down to last year. You know, it's literally almost like I'm at the same dose at the same point of the year as last year. It's literally just like everything's the same as last year. So it's like Groundhog's Day around here, man. It's just year after year, it's been the same damn thing pretty much. I'm wanting to get off of a substance and I can't fully quite get there. It's like, yeah, I have 2 years off of taking painkillers. So that's great, that's awesome, but I still need this little bit of Suboxone, and I just don't want, it takes so much energy to always think about, am I withdrawing? Okay, I need to take it at this time. Now don't forget to take it at this time. And then you don't want to eat certain times. It's just like, I know some of you say that eating shouldn't really have anything to do with it, but for me, it's just a part of so many different angles of me taking Suboxone. And there's just so much thought that goes into every day, you know, of timing my medication. Am I withdrawing? Is that a withdrawal symptom? Am I struggling with constipation? I feel like something's going on with my blood flow lately, like actually quite out for a while now. My hands, and I felt like I kind of relate it to something with dehydration maybe from the Suboxone, but my hands are always so cold and my feet are always so cold. I just feel like I get crappy blood circulation. My skin's dry. When I lay asleep at night, if I ever turn over to my side or lay on my arms fall asleep so fast. And I feel like that's not normal. Could be normal. Maybe I'm freaking myself out, but there's a couple other things that make me realize and make me believe that my blood flow just throughout my whole body just isn't what it should be. So, yeah, for me, I feel like it's gotten better as I've gotten lower on the dose. I'm not 100% sure if this is just because of the Suboxone or if there's other things going on, but I'm just kind of trying to work through the motions with everything. So just trying to piece it all together. But yeah, I wouldn't mind things getting better with that, and I'm just done and exhausted with this lifestyle, and I want to put more energy into my business. I don't want to focus on this stuff. I mean, it's been, as you guys know, like 15 years that I've relied on some sort of substance, some sort of opiate, and it's just time to close out this chapter, man. I have to do it. I have to do this. It's freaking exhausting, this lifestyle, and I'm fucking sick of it. But you never know what could happen, man. You know, I could say that I'm gonna get off of it at the end of this year, and then I don't want to curse myself. Same thing could happen next year, guys, you know. And if I was in danger of a relapse, then I would definitely choose this lifestyle and continuing to use low dose of Suboxone over risking, relapse or just going down that path again. That path was much worse than the path that I'm on now. That's 100% guaranteed for sure. Not breaking any laws. I'm not even having to pay for any medication. And even if I did, it's so cheap compared to the alternative. And just my health is so much better than it was. My self-guilt is way better than it was, although it is still sometimes there, just not nearly as bad as it was when I would take painkillers back in the day. As far as other things go, my drinking, I might have 1 beer a month, if that. I'm definitely not worried about any alcohol problems. I don't even like it when I do drink. It's just for maybe watching a football game. I know, I got your toy, sorry. Here, take this one. Take this football.
Your mama got you that, huh?
Yeah, that's it, guys. Just want to make a quick update. I know I'm probably just rambling about stupid crap now. I'm sure plenty of you guys out there are probably talking shit, saying, oh, wow, another Suboxone jump attempt coming up here. Because honestly, I think I remember going through one jump attempt at 3 milligrams. I failed that. And then I tried again at 1 milligrams, and I can't even jump off at 1 milligrams. The side effects were just it was too much for me. The insomnia, restless legs, it was too hard for me to do. Although this time around, my doctor said he can help me with comfort meds. I'm not really sure how I feel on that. If anything, it would just be for the restless legs, and hopefully it would be nothing that would be that would kind of set my recovery back, you know what I mean? So I might take him up on that. Instead of relying on those Walmarts, because other than the restless legs, I can really handle everything else. You know, I can handle the flu symptoms and feeling like crap all day. I've got medication to help me sleep at night, so that's not at least get me a few hours of sleep, so that's not really too big of a worry of mine. It's just the restless legs, man. That stuff's horrible. Wow. But at least I know that I can do it, and I know what to experience. I know what the experience is going to be, you know. And with everything in life, everything's always much easier the second time around. So I would count my last New Year's as a successful jump, because I did get off and I did start feeling better and all this. So I made it over the hard parts, and so I know what to expect. So now that I know what to expect, I know that the world's not going to end and I'm not going to die. I'll just know what days I need to prepare for and just kind of schedule it all around that, you know. Everything gets easier the second time you do it. Whenever I work on my car for the first time, it happens all the time. Whenever I work on the car, it's always so hard the first time. The second time you do the same thing, it's literally less than half the time to change the same car part, you know, if you can use that for a reference. So I'm hoping that my past experience combined with my doctor's help this time, which I didn't have last time, and just my need for closing this chapter of my life, I hope between all these 3 things, those things and more, and I just hope that I can finally close this door and make myself proud, because I know this has caused me tons of self-disappointment in my life. I've guilted myself more than, I don't know if anybody out there can guilt themselves as much as I can, but from the beginning of this addiction till now, I've definitely probably taken some years off of my life with just worrying and stressing about the addiction itself. You know, every day there's at least some guilt that comes through because I know that I don't want to be taking anything just to feel normal. And at least I know that I'm not abusing Suboxone at all anymore. Even as of last year, there were some times that I was taking more than I needed to kind of feel a little bit of a buzz. And although I don't think it's the end of the world if somebody just wants to feel good, it kind of is when you're in this recovery or attempted recovery lifestyle. You know, you don't want to elevate your happiness levels unless they deserve to be, not just because you put a substance under your tongue. So I do gotta say, whenever I sell a car, man, that really gives me a huge natural high, and I feel amazing whenever I sell a car. So hopefully I'm kind of struggling with some business struggles right now, but I am working through them. Just finding cars really is the hard part. I can sell them, everything's fine once I get the car. Finding good deals on cars is the hardest part of this business for sure. So that shit's stressful, guys. But it's all good. Still, everything's financially fine with me, and I don't need to worry about anything like that. I did unload a really expensive car, 2 expensive cars last month, so I freed up a bunch of money, so that's nice to not have to worry about that for right now. So right now I just got to get back on buying vehicles. So yeah, do you guys have any questions? You know I'm not the best at getting at comments, but did you guys see Rockin' Roberta's channel? I guess she had a relapse recently, and I just think it's so cool that she's upfront with everybody, and as hard as it is to tell people, especially a large crowd that is supporting you, to tell them that you fumbled the football and you messed up, she's definitely, I give her props for that. And I know she's going to be moving sometime next year, so it'll be good for her to get out of that area to where her connections are, and hopefully she doesn't have to worry about any further relapses. But Rockin', if you're watching this, props to you for keeping it real. That's why we all support you, and we all look up to you in this community, because you do keep it real. So I appreciate that, and don't guilt yourself. Just wipe yourself off and stick with the 2 milligrams of Suboxone, and just keep on rolling down the street. Good job. I'm proud of you. So if you guys have any questions, if anybody out there wants to plan a jump with me, the more the merrier. I know that a lot of people like to do New Year's resolutions. So if any of you are ready to jump off of Suboxone, or if you're ready to jump off of opiates or alcohol or stop smoking, it would be cool to have you guys kind of join along with me. Maybe we can somehow help each other through the process. So feel free to post your comment if you would like to try to jump off of whatever it is. Post down in the comments, let me know what you're going to be jumping off of December 31st. And let's fucking do this! It's time to move on, baby. It's time to move on. So Seattle is 6-2 right now, so that is all good in the hood. The damn Niners are so good this year. Holy crap. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.